Hello everyone, you're very welcome to this week's video. My name's Trish, and in last week's video I spoke about how to look expensive on a budget. One of the tips I gave in that video was to find copies of designer items on the high street. There is some really good quality to be found in both the mid-range and the high street range of the market, so it's well worth having a look. So with that said, in today's video I want to show you some of my favourite designer items and show you a mid-range and a high street range dupe for both. So sit back, relax, and I hope you find this useful. Let's get into it. Now the first designer item I want to speak about today is the Celine Classic Box Bag. It is a beautiful crossbody leather handbag, and there is no logo on the front whatsoever. It just has that square hardware at the front where you can open and close the bag. And because there is no logo on the front, it means that other brands can copy this design very successfully. So the Celine bag will set you back €3,300 if you buy it new, which is eye-watering. Not as expensive as Chanel bags, for example, but it's still a very, very high price. So it's well worth looking in the mid-range and the high street ranges of the market to see if we can find copies. So I found a couple of really good ones to show you today, and my favourite dupe from the mid-range end of the market is from APC, and it's called their Grace Small Crossbody Bag. And you can see that it's a really beautiful design. It's a crossbody bag, it's in leather, and this bag retails for €749. On the high street I found an amazing dupe from Marks & Spencer that costs only €50. Now obviously the bag is not made out of leather, but it's still a very beautiful structured bag, very much along the design of the Celine bag. It is a small bag, it will fit essentials only, and they do it in 4 colours. They do it in black, tan, green and pink. And now, when last I checked, they were sold out online, but they are still available in store at the time of filming. So it's well worth checking out your local stores to see if you can find one of these. At €50, it is an absolute steal. The next bag I want to speak about is the Row Slouchy Banana Bag. Now, this is a really beautiful casual bag made out of leather, of course, and I absolutely love that kind of casual crossbody design. It's very practical. I always find a crossbody bag are the most practical design of bag anyway, because of course they keep your hands free. So this bag has been very popular since the Row released it, and so there are a couple of really good copies elsewhere in the market. Now the first dupe I'm going to talk about, I'm not really sure if it's fair to call it a dupe because I think it's a beautiful design in its own right, and an original design in its own right, and it is the La Mer Croissant bag. The La Mer Croissant retails for about €890, and again made of leather and a very, very beautiful design. It's quite a roomy bag as well, which also makes it very practical. At the mid-range size of the market, my favourite dupe of the Row Slouchy Banana Bag is from a brand called All Saints, and it is their Half Moon crossbody bag. They do this in several colours. They do it in black, in sepia brown, terracotta pink even. They do it in white and green, so there's lots of colours to choose from, but of course I have my eye on the black version, and this one retails for €185, which for real leather I think is a really, really affordable alternative. On the high street, the best dupe I've seen of this bag is from COS, and I've seen this bag all over Instagram since COS first released it. Now they released it in leather first, and at €99 it was an absolute steal for a beautiful leather crossbody bag. They've since re-released it in what they say is an environmentally friendly fabric. I haven't researched that material, so I don't know for sure, but that's how they're marketing it, and it's the same price, €99. And design-wise, it's a really beautiful bag. Very minimal, which is absolutely on brand for COS. They are a more minimal brand, and I absolutely love that about them. And this bag is no exception. It's very sleek, it has no branding, and it's just a very simple crossbody bag, which for €99 is a real bargain. The next item I want to speak about is the Kate Cashmere cardigan. Now, this cardigan is very distinctive. It is in an hourglass style with 2 pockets at the front, and it has very wide sleeves. And I'm sure, I haven't seen it in person, but I'm sure the cashmere is beautiful quality. It certainly costs a lot, so you would expect beautiful quality for the princely sum of $1,800 for this cardigan. So I'm not going to shell that out for a cardigan. So of course I really enjoyed myself looking for dupes of this one, but surprisingly I didn't find that many. There aren't that many copies of this cardigan on the market. So the best ones I found were this one from Axel Arigato for €260. It's in a beautiful camel colour, and it has the 2 pockets at the front as well. You can see that it's kind of slightly nipped in at the waist, so it is a beautiful design, but it is slightly boxier than the Kate cardigan, which in my opinion actually makes it easier to style. I think the hourglass, that distinctive hourglass shape of the Kate, the original Kate cardigan, actually makes it quite difficult to style, particularly if you have, like me, short legs in comparison to your overall height. So I would prefer the Axel Arigato version, to be honest with you, purely from a styling point of view. On the high street, it was difficult to find a dupe of this item, and the best one I found was from a brand called selected.com. Now, it doesn't have pockets at the front, but it does have the overall shape of the cardigan, which means you can definitely get the look for less. If you're enjoying this video so far, remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. And if you haven't already, you're more than welcome to subscribe as well. I post new videos every week. It's absolutely free to subscribe, so we'd love to have you join us. Next item I want to speak about is the Toteme scarf jacket. Now, when this was released, everyone went crazy for it, and the rest is history. And so it's quite easy now to find dupes of both the short jacket version and longer coats with the scarf detail as well. Now, the original version that Toteme released was this beautiful embroidered version. I'll leave a picture here for you. It is an absolutely beautiful jacket. This one will set you back €800, by the way. By way of dupes, my favourite one is at the mid-range of the market is this one from Marcella London. It's called their Tall Wool Blend Jacket, and they do it in the colours Buttermilk and Onyx. Now, I personally prefer the Buttermilk version because I think it allows you to see the scarf detail a little bit more clearly. In the Onyx version, I think the scarf kind of blends into the jacket and you don't really get the full benefit of that detail. The jacket retails for €336, which is very much a mid-range market price, but I think it looks very good quality and the fabric composition is certainly wonderful, as is the design. Etsy does a fantastic dupe of the Toteme embroidered jacket version, so that could be a really good option. On the high street, H&M do the ladies beige wool coat, which is a long coat with that scarf detail, and that retails for €80, so that is an excellent option as well. Finally, I'm going to talk about the Golden Goose white Pure Star sneakers. Now, these are essentially a white trainer, so it's very easy to find different versions of these on the market, everywhere on the market, at both the high, mid and lower end of the price range. Pricing for the Golden Goose trainers themselves can really vary as well, by the way. I've seen them for over €400 from Brown Thomas and for €235 from Harvey Nichols, so it is well worth shopping around for the original if you have a particular hankering for the Golden Goose version. Speaking of dupes, however, there are some really good options, like these ones from Tommy Hilfiger. These are their Essential Leather Signature Cup Sole trainers, and they retail for €85. Another option is these ones from Schuh. They're their white walled leather trainers, and they go for only €63. So again, much more competitively priced than the Golden Goose Pure Stars. So that's it today for this video, but do let me know if there's a particular designer item that you've been looking for a copy of, and let me know in the comments what it is, and if I get enough comments, I would love to make this type of video again, speaking about yet more designer items and where to get excellent dupes for each of them. In the meantime, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!